On campaign with his father, Alexander had finally been given the chance to prove himself. Things were not always so harmonious between father and son. Alexander's fiercely protective mother Olympias was not Philip's only wife. Nor was she a full-blooded Macedonian. At the wedding feast for Philip's seventh wife, the girl's father proposed a toast.
May the gods bless this union, and may it produce a legitimate Macedonian heir.
And what am I then? A bastard?
Philip rose, drew his sword, and advanced. Not on the man who had insulted his son, but against Alexander. Thoroughly drunk, the one-eyed conqueror tripped and fell flat on his face.
Here is the man who would lead you from Europe into Asia, and he can't even cross from one couch to the next!
Yet for every quarrel, there was a reconciliation. And Alexander once again rode at his father's side as Philip bore down on Greece. Philip had long wished to be master of the Greek world, and the wily campaigner had used all manner of diplomatic tricks to extend his influence to the south. For years, an uneasy peace abided. But now, the Greeks prepared to make one last stand against their would-be conqueror. Astride the road to Chaeronea, the Greek forces waited. On their right, the Athenians. Their empire long diminished, but their pride irrepressible. On their left, the Thebans. Among their ranks, the elite Sacred Band. From the north, their long pikes swaying above storms of dust, came the Macedonians. And on their flank, with full command of the king's finest cavalry, was Alexander.
Alexander, see those Thebans opposite your flank? I want you to break them. Then me and Parmenion can shatter the rest. Clytus, keep an eye on the boy.
Aye, sir. Right, Alexander. Rule number 1 of pitched engagements. Control the ground, control the battle. You want to be fighting them out there, not fending them off from your camp.
Alexander! I hear you didn't lose a single wagon to those pilfering Trebalians. So you get a share of the spoils. Finally, something earned through your own sweat, not just your fortunate birth.
Finally, Clytus, I am given the command I deserve! Oh, glorious day!
Aye, a fine day for all sons of Macedon. Listen up now. I think your father's about to give his speech.
Macedonians! I won't bore you with oratory. Let me just recall what these Greeks say about you. They say your victories were won through luck, not skill. They call you brigands, not soldiers. They say you plunder sanctuaries and debauch yourselves in holy shrines. They call you drunkards. They call you liars. They call you scum. They call me a barbarian. Me! A descendant of Heracles! Well, by the 12 gods, today I'll tear their tongues from their lying mouths and let them choke on their slander.
Hold the line there! The Greeks take the field, they'll come barreling into our camp next. We need to get men to the front lines faster. Put down some outposts on the route.
Tiestin. Prostagmata, asmenos. Oikodomeo.
Ne, korakuo. Oikodomeo.
All of our efforts culminate here, Parmenion. When the Greeks finally submit,
Prostagmata.
Persia will be next,
Oikodomeo.
and you will establish a foothold for us in Asia Minor.
So long as you are king, I know that Macedon will prosper.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Tiestin. Ergomai. Oikodomeo. 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 Hulotomeo.
Prostagmata. Netondia. Oikodomeo. Tiestin. Poies. Dar. Netondia. Dar. Akuo. Dar. Poies. Dar. Bain.
What do you think you're doing, boy? You have your orders. Now get back to your own flank and butcher those Thebans.
Oikodomeo.
Pay attention, boy. They're trying to turn their left flank. Sort it out.
Getoemos. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
This battle plan seems needlessly complex. Where is the glorious charge? A king should press the attack, always. Lead his men into the bloody fray.
Dead king leads nobody.
They're trying to push through the center. Philip, are you sure your boy is up to this?
Prostagmata.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
The center of the field is wide open. You fix this, Alexander.
Oikodomeo. 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 Oikodomeo.
Tidelei. Oikodomeo.
Prostagmata.
Raire.
Poieso. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
You know, your father spent some time in Thebes as a youth. Learned half of his tactics there.
Netondia.
Some right smart generals they've got.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
You
Oikodomeo.
take the Theban commanders out,
Tiestin.
the rest will panic.
I have the strangest sensation, Clytus. Like a gnawing in the pit of my stomach.
That's nervousness, Alexander. We mortals feel it all the time.
Prostagmata.
Episititsoma. Episititsoma.
Tiesti, me Chronicles.
Prostagmata.
Oikodomeo.
Tidelei. Metaleo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Raire. Oikodomeo.
Try not to get yourself killed, boy. Your mother would have my head. And I fear her wrath more than any Greek.
Geton. Ergo. Baino. Oikodomeo. Metaleo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Nekoran. Tiestin. Ergomai. Poieso. Oikodomeo. Tideleis.
As menos. Oikodomeo.
Tiestin. Ergomai. Oikodomeo. Tideleis.
Oikodomeo. Metaleo. Tiestin.
Metaliuo.
This time,
Metaliuo.
you defend that spot with your life.
Metaleo. Metaleo.
Χέτοιμη. Ναι, τον Δία. Τι δε λέεις. Προστάγματα. Μεταλλιούο. Οικοδομαίο. Μεταλλιούο.
I have waited so long to show my father that I am worthy, but fortune is fickle. 1,000 things can happen in the chaos of arms.
You've been trained all your life for this. All those tutors Philip hired. All those sword masters, tacticians and riding instructors. There's no one more ready for war than you, lad.
Άιρε.
Ακούω. Ασμένος. Ναι, Κοράνο. Προστάγματα. Χέτοιμο.
Oikodomeo.
Ναι, Κοράνος. Οικοδομαίο. Προστάγματα. Γάιρε.
Ναι, Τοντία. Τι εστί.
Έργομαι.
Why do you prolong the battle, father, rather than striking at once? Does that not simply feed the enemy's hopes?
I see those tutors of yours were a waste of money. Think, boy.
Ακούω.
Our men are professionals, hardened, drilled. The Greeks are amateurs. A longer battle favors us.
Ασμένος.
Προστάγματα.
Έργομαι. Γεωργαίο. Οιέσο. Ασμένος. Έργομαι. Ναι, Κοράνος.
Oyes. Έρχομαι. Ασμένος. Ναι, Τοντία. Ακούω. Oikodomeo.
Τι εστίν. Οικοδομαίο. Προστάγματα.
Parmenion, if it comes to pass that I am no longer king,
Oikodomeo.
that boy will take my throne, and it'll fall to you to see that he fulfills my plans. Don't let him be led astray by wittering soothsayers or simpering poets or those preening friends of his. You advise him. You tell him straight.
Χέτοιμο.
Χέτοιμο. Ασμένος. Μπάινο. Προστάγματα. Οικοδομαίο. Χέτοιμο. Ναι, Τοντία. Γάιρε. Έργομαι.
The lavender grows thick in these perfumed valleys, like a summer garden,
Προστάγματα.
like
Oikodomeo.
maidens by a stream. And we'll stomp it into ruin, as men do.
Ergomai. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Γάιρε. Επισκιουάζω. Τι δεν λέεις? Χέτο είμαι.
Γάιρε.
Ναι, τον Δία. Οικοδομαίο. Προστάγματα.
Oikodomeo.
Τι εστίν? Γάιρε. Ασμένος.
Prostagmata. Ναι, τον Δία. Oikodomeo.
They're
Oikodomeo.
no Thracian warbands or Illyrian goat snatchers, these Thebans. They're proper soldiers. I lived among them, back when I had two eyes. Saw them batter their stuck-up rivals. Men worth killing.
Κουλοτομeo. Ασμένος. Πάει. Ναι, ασμένος. Ακούω. Oikodomeo. Χέτον.
Ναι, τον Δία. Γάιρε.
Yes. Έρχομαι. Πάει.
Έργομαι. Ο
Τι εστίν?
Ακούω. Ο Ιέσο. Τι δεν λέεις? Ακούω. Ο Ιέσο.
Προστάγματα.
Ναι, τον Δία. Τι εστασμένος? Έργομαι. Μεταλλιούω. Ναι, κοράνος. Μεταλλιούω.
Γάιρε. Τι δεν λέεις? Ακούω.
Don't foul this up, Alexander. Me and Parmenion have worked on this plan for days. We've worked on this invasion for years. It doesn't
Asmenos.
slip now.
Έργομαι. Οικοδομαίο.
Τι εστίν? Ναι, τον Δία. Oikodomeo. Προστάγματα.
Οικοδομαίο.
Γάιρε. Oikodomeo.
Προστάγματα.
Προστάγματα.
Ναι, τον Δία. Οικοδομαίο.
Τι εστίν?
Γάιρε. Ακούω. Οικοδομαίο. Μεταλλιούω. Μεταλλιούο. Τι δεν λέει. Φουλοτομέο. Μπάινο. Ναι, τον δία. Οικοδομέο. Τι εστί.
Φουλοτομέο. Baino. Oikodomeo. 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 Προστάγματα. Πογιές. Ναι, τον δία. Ακούω. Πάει, μεταλλέω. Μεταλλέω. Πογιές. Πάει. Ακούω. Ασμένο. Έρχομαι. Οικοδομέο. Οικοδομέο.
Οικοδομέο. Χέτο είμαι. Έργομαι. Επισκιουάζω. Γάιρε. Οικοδομέο. Χέτο είμαι. Επισκιουάζω. Προστάγματα. Μεταλλιούο. Ακούω. Οικοδομέο. Γάιρε. Ναι, κοράνος. Ναι, τον δία. Οικοδομέο. Οικοδομέο. Ακούω. Ναι, τον δία. Τι δεν λέεις. Ασμένος. Μεταλλιούο. Οικοδομέο.
Τι δεν λέει. Μεταλλέω. Επισκιουάτσο.
Ναι, κοράνος. Ναι, τον δία. Οικοδομέο. Νεκοράνος. Οικοδομαίο. Χέτο είναι.
Κολοτομαίο. Οικοδομαίο. Χέτο εμάς. Οικοδομαίο.
Προστάγματα.
Οικοδομαίο.
Προστάγματα μεταλλιού. Οικοδομαίο.
Look at these Theban panoplies. Gleaming shields, ashwood spears, crested helmets that could make serving boys look like myrmidons. What do you want done with it all? One commander lies dead. Look how their ranks quiver.
They died well and deserve our respect. We shall send the panoplies back to Thebes.
Another commander down. Well done, lad.
The pitiless spirits of death, those black-winged keres, stalk you, Thebans. Your commanders they drag by the feet down to the dismal halls of Hades. Flee now, before you join them in death.
Only the sacred band remains. The Thebans' finest hoplites, unmatched in skill and strength. The men that laid low the Spartans.
Against the finest warriors of Greece I have stood, and I was not found wanting.
You've achieved nothing yet, boy. Save the speeches and trophies for later. There are foes still to slay. Rip into their flank, Alexander. Like gutting a pig.
Cool.
Stand tall, men! Imagine the terror those Greeks will feel. They entrusted their flank to the Thebans, but from the dust and tumult we will emerge, thundering forth the very image of death!
Ne, Chronicles.
Τι δεν λες?
Ακούω. Έρχομαι. Oiko domeo. Άιρε.
Oikodomeo.
You chose this, Greeks. I didn't ask for your cities, or your treasures, or your love. I asked only that you recognize the law of power and submit.